We're going to start our practice on the floor today in Child's Pose or Balasana. Maybe take your toes, your big toes are touching, and you're going to open your legs really wide. Allow your center, your core, your chest, maybe your throat to rest on the mat. Reach your arms out and just ground here. There's nothing else to do. You're going to start inhaling, pressing your weight into your palms as you slowly, and I mean really slowly, shift your weight forward so that you're on all fours, tabletop. Make sure your knees are hip width apart, your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, and then you're going to inhale, open and arch your back and make it really long as you push your belly button to the floor. And then exhale, round your back, chin and chest connect. Belly button goes toward your spine this time. Inhale, open and arch again for cow pose. And this time, shift back through your tailbone, finding Balasana or child pose again. I want you to take one full inhale and exhale here in Balasana, and then we'll meet again on all fours. I want you to inhale, slowly start to shift up, open and arch the back. Feel free to tuck your toes. And exhale around the back for cat pose. You're going to inhale, start to shift forward and let your pelvis sink to the floor like you're about to go cobra, but you change your mind and shift back into Balasana. This is a slow, tiny little wave. We're going to ready our body again by inhale, shifting up all fours. Open and arch the back, tuck your toes, and this time our floaty cow pose. Meaning your knees are going to leave the floor for just a couple of breaths. Take a big inhale, shift your tailbone back, and exhale, find downward facing dog. You're not going to be here long, so feel free to wiggle or jiggle. Take your time by slowly walking the dog. Inhale, shift up high on your tippy toes, and I want you to pour your weight forward into a plank. Engage your core. Remember your booty is even with your back. Take a big inhale as you shift your tailbone back towards the universe and find again downward facing dog. Feel free to walk your dog here. You don't have to rush in stillness. Inhale high up on the tippy toes. Pour it forward into your own all fours. Open and arch the back. And then exhale, shift back, child's pose. We're taking our time waking up the body. Getting ready to do waves to open up our bodies. So we're going to inhale, slowly push up all fours, open and arch the back, tuck the toes, and exhale, floaty cow pose. Engage the core. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, shift through your tailbone, sink downward facing dog. Inhale high up on the tippy toes, get ready. And exhale, slowly pour the weight forward until you find about a plank, but you're going to arch the back and shift back into downward facing dog. We're going to do it again. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Roll the back, open and arch, shift the tailbone back, downward facing dog. This time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to bend our knees. We're going to inhale, pour forward, bend your knees like you're about to hit the floor, but don't. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, open and arch the back, bend the knees, shift the tailbone back, downward facing dog. These are called waves. I love them. They love me. Inhale, open and arch the back. This time, drop the knees. Shift it forward. Sink the pelvis and find a beginner version of cobra. If you're feeling it, you can tuck the toes like I am and find upward facing dog. But it depends on how open your back is. Take your time. Inhale here and exhale. Let's meet in downward facing dog. You're only in this down dog for 2 solid breaths, so take your time. Now high up on the tippy toes, start to pour the weight forward, but bend the knees, open and arch the back. Exhale, shift back, child's pose. Remember, you can take child pose at any time. This is your practice. If you're feeling it, you're going to inhale, just push up on all fours and shift it all the way through until you find cobra or upward facing dog, whatever works for you. Take your time as you shift back to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, three-legged dog. Make sure you're sinking through the heel of the left foot. And you're going to exhale, shift forward like you kind of want to go plank, but you changed your mind. You're going to inhale, bend your knee. And then exhale, just set that foot down, back to downward facing dog. So you're kind of just introducing yourself to it. Inhale, shift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Remember, sink down through the heel of the right foot. And you're going to exhale, shift your way forward like you want to go plank, but you might change your mind. And then you're going to inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, shift it down facing dog. Inhale, drop all fours, open and arch the back. And what I am doing, I call just hula hoop circles. They can be fluid cat and cow. So whatever you need, just kind of find something organic in your body at this time that works for you. When you feel good about the movement, find child's pose. You got about a solid breath here, but if you need more, take more. Otherwise, inhale, shift up all fours, pass through until you find yourself sinking your pelvis or groin into the floor. And you're going to find either cobra or upward facing dog, whichever works for you. Take your time as you shift the way forward with the inhale and exhale back to downward facing dog. You're going to inhale, lift up your left leg, three-legged dog. Take your drishti towards your thumbs and pull it all the way through until the foot is even with the palms of your hands. Bend the front knee 90 degrees. Take a big inhale, open the chest up, and exhale, reach the arms behind you. You can interlace the fingers and let your index finger point out. You can find goddess pose, arms here, or just take them on the hips, whatever you need. You are in this lunge because you need it. Sink into it. Inhale here as you straighten up through the front leg. Open up that hamstring. Try not to round your back. And then exhale, shift back to three-legged dog through the left leg. Yumminess. Inhale, shift forward like you want to take that plank. And this time, your chin is going to meet the mat first, and then you'll be able to sink it down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. You got this. Exhale, shift back, child's pose. Inhale, press it forward, open and arch, and then pull it all the way through until you seek the pelvis or groin. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Take your drishti towards your thumbs when you're ready. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Front knee directly over your ankle. Take an inhale as you settle into the crescent. And exhale, reach those arms up, over, behind, wide, on the hips, whatever you need. I want you to sink through your center. Back heels pushing into an imaginary wall. Inhale, goddess arms, open it up. And exhale, drop the palms, straight leg, open up that hamstring. Yes, you can. Take a big inhale as you drop the weight into the hands. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, you're going to shift the weight forward like plank, and I want you to lead with your chin and collarbone. Let them touch the floor first, and then let the legs sink. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. You're in child's pose. You're going to push up in child's pose, push the pelvis forward, finding camel. Yes. Feel free to find any version of camel that you need. Make sure that your throat chakra is shining towards your ceiling or the sky. Push the belly forward. Do not clench the butt. Take a big inhale here as you slowly start to bring it back. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly walk the feet forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, pull the belly in, stand tall, strong, and beautiful like you are. Exhale, mountain pose. A great time to recheck with your breath. Find your intention again, maybe think of your magical word. Just remind yourself how fucking awesome you are right now. Inhale, sweep the arms up, pull the belly in, upward salute, take your drishti towards your thumbs. And exhale into forward fold. Inhale, open and arch, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Make sure your drishti follows. And exhale, downward facing dog. In walks in the bear. Inhale, sweep the left leg up, three-legged dog. Again, we're going right back to our crescent lunge. Step the foot in between the hands, front knee directly over your ankle. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, find that lunge. Push the back heel into an imaginary wall. Sink down through your center. Drop your shoulders. Pull the belly in. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, Warrior 2, Vajrasana 2. Front knee directly over the ankle. Pull everything in right here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, drop into triangle pose. Trikonasana, one of my favorite asanas. Remember, try to stay as centered as possible. You're going to inhale here. You can stay with Trikonasana or go Vashisthasana by connecting the peace fingers to the big toe and shift up. Find that glory pose here. You can always go side plank. You can always be holding Trikonasana this entire time. If you feel confident about it, drop that knee and find wild thing here. You're going to inhale, start to flip it all the way through. Pull the left leg back into the front. Drop the back knee. You're in Ajiyasana, low lunge now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Pull the belly in and sink through your center. Make sure those goodies are slowly sinking back into the earth and connecting. One more breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg. You can stay right here or drop the right arm and try to connect with that back leg. Falling happens for all of us. Take one more breath here. Round out of it. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat. Bend the front knee. Tuck the back toe. And take a yummy little twist here. Feel free to hook the opposite elbow into the thigh or just a small, natural twist. Remember, you're doing what works for your body, not mine. Inhale, drop the palms, straighten the front leg, and exhale, hands are in front of your heart. You've been holding that pose for a second, so I want you to drop the palms near the front of the foot, and you're going to exhale, lift off through the back of the right leg, standing split. Who cares how high it goes at this moment? Just take a breath here. Inhale, bend that right knee, flex the foot, and either grab the ankle, big toe, or Pan's leg. Breathe here. Inhale, start to bend that knee, pull it into your chest. And exhale, grab the big toe, fold it in, breathe. So you're creating that 4 shape or a half lotus through the leg, or you can find tree pose here. Whatever works for you, just ground here in this balance. Take a big inhale as you release the back foot, the right foot stretch through, like you're almost deciding to do Warrior 3, but you're not. Step it back, exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, cartwheel the palms down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. I want you to hold that downward dog for about 5 solid breaths. When you feel good about it, you'll find yourself in child's pose and just rest there. Breathe. Reset. Slowly find yourself pushing up on all fours when you're comfortable. Push all the way through until your pelvis or groin sinks to the floor and you find Cobra upward facing dog with the inhale. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, 3-legged dog, sink through the heel of your foot. And exhale, pull it all the way through. Again, finding crescent lunge on this side. Inhale, shift the arms up towards the sky, pull the belly in and sink down through your center. Push the back heel into the imaginary wall, front knee directly over your ankle. You're going to inhale, rotate that back foot, and exhale, Warrior 2. Breathe here. Find comfort here. Ground. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach through the front palm. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Remember, you're trying to keep shoulder to shoulder very square. Hip over the heel of the foot. Pull the belly in. Remember, you can stay right here if you like.
Just go back in the house and
I'm giving you a version right now to stay into this pose if you're not interested in transitioning into Vashisthasana. If you are, you're going to bend that front knee, grab the big toe with your peace fingers, rotate now, and shift that leg up towards the universe. The idea is you got to try to keep yourself as square as possible. Open up. Feel free to keep your drishti towards the ground and not towards the sky. Inhale, bend that top knee, and exhale, flip or float over into Wild Thing. Breathe. Inhale, rotate the body so you can flip it all the way over. Pull the right leg in between your hands, drop the back knee, relax the back foot. Guess what? Ajiyasana, low lunge. Feel free to keep your hands on the ground, on the hips, or take them up towards the sky as and sink down into your center. Breathe. Inhale, slowly straighten that front leg, tuck the back toe. Exhale, drop the left palm as you reach and open up a version of camel pose, side angle pose. Inhale, bend that front knee again, sink it all the way back in. And exhale, take that twist. Remember, you don't have to use the opposite elbow to hook. You can twist whatever you like. I'm giving you another version right here because every side speaks different. Feel free to grab your back foot. Remember, it's your practice, so do what works for you. Every day it's going to look different, and every side it's going to look different. When you're ready, take the big inhale and exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes, finding our wave. This time, drop the knees as you sink down. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, pull all the way through, all four, sink the pelvis or growing. Exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, in that upward facing dog. Exhale, down facing dog. When you're ready, you're going to take your time by walking your feet forward in a forward fold. Inhale, open and arch, lengthen through the drishti, tip of the nose. Exhale, slowly round it up one vertebrae at a time. This is what I call undressing my spirit. I want you to use those arms to inhale, reach up into all of your glory. And exhale, a slight standing back bend. As you see, I kind of rock myself to make sure I'm ready for a back bend. Maybe you're not. But if you are, you're going to inhale, start to reach behind you. And exhale, let it melt out. Illuminate your energy through your fingertips. Take your time as you slowly bring yourself back, flat back. Inhale, exhale, back to forward fold. That is so yummy. Remember, forward fold, your weight is in the toes and not the heels of your feet. You want to pour that energy forward and not backwards. Inhale, open and arch the back and lengthen. And exhale slowly again and round up the back. Finding some type of body rolls or imaginary hula hoops just to kind of wake up anything that might have gotten tight as you moved or you didn't breathe into those spaces. Inhale, upward salute, pull the belly in, center. Exhale, palms in front of your heart. Take this time again to reconnect, refocus, check in. Remind yourself, you are fucking awesome. Inhale, again, reach the body, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back to forward fold. Inhale, open and arch and lengthen. We're going to sweep the left leg up because we did not do standing split on the opposite side, so we're doing it now. Reach that leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot, connect same arm, same foot, ankle or pants leg. Breathe here. You got this. You're going to inhale, bend both knees as you kind of rotate the body forward. And then you'll find either half lotus standing here with that leg, your number 4, or tree pose, whatever works for you in this balance. Breathe, ground, center. Last inhale and exhale here as you start to move out of it. You're going to inhale, unravel that foot, shift it behind you like you're going warrior 3, but you're not going to commit to it. Stretch back and lengthen. And then exhale, drop that back foot. Warrior 2. Take a big inhale here. Cartwheel those arms down. Drop the back knee. Low lunge, Ajiyasana again. Breathe. Inhale, start to shift the weight backwards so you can make that front leg nice and straight. And you're going to find monkey pose here, or the splits. If you're not comfortable with that, feel free to find runner stretch. Do what works for you. If you're not interested in either of those, you can stay in Ajiyasana. Remember, this is your practice. If you are in monkey pose and you want to open up that shin, you can grab the back foot as I did, or just rest into the splits. Whatever works for you. If you stayed in runner stretch, please stay there. If you are in monkey pose, use your palms to push up as you tuck the back toe. And we're going to all meet in runner stretch for just a second. So take that inhale here. Exhale, bend the front knee, tuck the back toe. Rotate the foot 45 degrees so that you're hit warrior 2. Breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel those palms down. I am readying myself again for Vashisthasana. However, you can go side plank here. Hold that side plank for that solid 1 breath. So we're going to inhale here, either side plank or Vashisthasana. Exhale, bend the knee, flip it, wild thing. Shoot that chest towards the sky. You're going to inhale, use that energy to flip through and around 3-legged dog through the right leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, pour it forward into plank, but sink it all the way through into upward facing dog. Hold that breath. Drop the knees with the inhale. Exhale, child's pose. I know, we did a lot. Feel free to find Balasana, child's pose, as long as you like. Otherwise, you're just shifting forward. Inhale, open, arch the back. Sink it through for cobra or upward facing dog with the exhale. And then inhale, take either pose again. Breathe into it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, all you're going to do is step the left foot in between your hands. Rotate the back foot 45 degrees. And exhale, warrior 2. Breathe. Remember, front knee directly over the ankle. Hips are square with the shoulders. Everything is square with the heels of your feet. Use this breath because you're going to inhale, drop the right palm on the back of the thigh, and exhale, reverse warrior. Breathe here. Front knee directly over the ankle, drishti at your left thumb. You got this. Inhale, cartwheel the palms down, rotate the back foot, drop the back knee. Exhale, low lunge, Ajiyasana. Really sink the pelvis. This helps you to find your split or your monkey pose. Inhale, drop the palms, and exhale, settle up for runner stretch. Feel free to stay right there in runner stretch. If you're comfortable with heading to monkey pose, do that. Remember, your center, your goodies, is the one that's connecting to the floor, not your butt cheek or your thighs. If you need that stretch in the back of the leg, remember that quad, you can grab the back foot and just exhale there. If that is too much for you, feel free to just hang out in the split by letting the upper body rest over it. Remember, make sure you're maintaining the weight through the center and not on your right side or your left side. One more breath here, and you're going to start to ready yourself coming up out of it. If you're in runner stretch, please stay there. Drop the back knee. Straighten that front leg. You're going to inhale, grab the big toe. Remember, we are Vashisthasana or side plank, whichever works for you. Side plank means simply you would not take that leg up towards the sky. They will be both stacked on top of each other. Inhale, bend the back knee, and wild thing. Open it up. I am flipping my wild thing into wheel pose because just why not? But feel free not to go there if you don't need it. If you are in that wheel pose, shine that chest towards the heavens, open the heart up, and breathe. Maybe one more solid breath here. Inhale, really ground through the palms and the feet, shine up, and exhale. You're simply going to tuck the toes underneath you so the knees drop, and you can sit back through your tailbone in hero pose. You're going to find yourself sinking into hero pose. If hero pose is too much for you, find yourself finding child's pose here. It's your pick. Do what you like. We're here for about 30 seconds. If you're in child's pose or balasana, you're just going to push up until we meet in forward fold. If you are here in hero pose, to get out of it, you're going to take your arms over your head just like you would in wheel pose. Use that energy to push up and out of the pose by just simply reversing your back bend. Drop your palms to the mat. Slowly push up on your toes. Meet that forward fold. Inhale, open and arch here. And exhale, slowly round up the back. As you stand and ground here in mountain pose, I want you to allow yourself to just relax standing. Breathe here. Take one more big inhale and exhale. I don't really care how you get down to the floor, but find yourself climbing back onto your mat, laying there, resting your spirit, readying your body for Shavasana. As you allow yourself to release onto the mat with no concern and no worries, I want you to think of this. We can have all the knowledge in the universe, and it comes down to one thing: practice. It comes down to going home and step by step implementing what we know as often as necessary and for as long as possible, or forever, whichever comes first. You are beautiful. You are amazing, and you know it. Practice being better, living better, and doing better. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a beautiful and blessed afternoon. Om Shanti. Ashe. Namaste.